Hi friends, Linda here with Life on Summer Hill, and today we are decorating my front porch for Christmas along with the help of the Home Depot. I'm so excited you're here. We have lots of fun ideas and a DIY too, and I can't wait to show you all the details on how to make a country farmhouse Christmas porch for your home too. Let's start out with your front door decoration. We've added this DIY bell project to our website that'll tell you how to make these bells out of inexpensive plastic buckets. So let's get started. I added a hole here to a 3/4 inch insulated bushing. Then I got a 1-quart bucket from the Home Depot in the paint section, and I drilled a hole into that. Now add the screw through the insulated bushing and then place it into the top of the bucket. Now you're going to grab one of the nuts and you're going to screw it onto the screw up inside of the bucket. Tighten it as much as you can, and now you have a hook on your bucket and it's time to paint the outside. So now I need to paint these little guys and then turn it so we can see real carefully what it looks like. Yeah, so there's a spot right there. It needs a little bit more paint. It does not take long for spray paint to dry. They typically have a primer in them, so they work great on plastic. And this particular one by Rust-Oleum is wood, metal, plastic, and more. So it works really great on plastic. And it's a beautiful gold color, kind of shiny. That's okay, because we're gonna age it when we're done. So now I'm adding wax on top. It's brown wax, or if you're using the Behr brand, it's called Dark Antique wax. And then you take your rag and you start to buff it off. And when you buff it off, it just leaves such a beautiful patina onto the gold. This is actually some leather I had, so what I decided to do was cut strips of leather and spray painted it and added a little bit of wax. The inside was a little bit shinier than the back, so I added the wax to fix that. So now I have to trim it about 1 inch from the bottom. Next we're going to add this knot to the top. So to begin, you take a piece of rope and you fold it in two, like so. Fold it again, like so. Then you're going to take one of these ends. You're going to go through the little hole here. I try to get it as close as I can, and then I thread this through. It makes it a little easier to pull it if you get it as close down there as you can. So then all I do is I take and I pull these one at a time and tighten it. And then last, I'm going to put this bow on. I got this at the Home Depot. It came with wire in the tails, and I took that out because I wanted it to lay more natural. But the wire plays an important part in these bows, so I kept it there. So I've got the bell up on the door, and I hung it with ribbon, and I have directions on how to do that on my blog. I just wanted to show you one last view of the pretty ribbon by the Home Depot. The fabric's very, very soft. It's pretty, and it kind of has a distressed look down here on the bottom, which I love because it goes with the tired and distressed look of these bells, which was our plan. We wanted to go with a vintage look, and I think we achieved it. So let's talk about how to create a cottage farmhouse Christmas front porch. Add a layer around your front door with a garland. And we're adding on the garland some berries, some dried oranges, and pine cones, because our story behind this front porch is that it's Father Christmas's front porch. In addition to loving children, he loves animals. So next, come over to this wall and add a wreath. And this wreath came from the Home Depot, and I have 2 thumbs up for this wreath. That bow right there, when it arrived in the mail, it looked exactly like that. They have mastered the art of shipping a bow that looks amazing. My daughter actually dried these oranges back in spring, and I've been saving them all this time by keeping them stored in a Ziploc bag in my closet. So a nice dry space, and they'll last a very long time. So down here I added a bench, and a bench is always a great item that you can add to a porch. I made this bench, and I have directions on my website, a DIY. It was super, super easy. I did it all by myself. I didn't even have any help. On that bench, you want to add a few of Father Christmas's things, like in front of the bench, do a pair of boots, almost like he just arrived home and he left his boots there, and then a reindeer harness. And then we added a enamelware bowl filled with wood for his fireplace, some more cuttings of oranges, and all these cuttings I actually pulled from my yard, including the rosemary. So next we added a lantern, because you know Santa always needs a lantern when he goes out, and since he's the giver of presents, we've included a present. So down here on the floor is a giveaway that it is Santa Claus's house or Father Christmas. We layered with a plaid and then a custom rug that you can get these many places. I got this one at Home Depot and had cloths put on it. Look at this beautiful lamp post. I love this lamp post, and the cool thing about it is it's actually a citronella lamp post. So later when it gets darker, I'm gonna light it, and we will have a little bit of a real flame. And this sled is really old. I found it at an antique shop. And I added a plaid bow to it because repetition is really good. I added a Christmas tree, because what's a Christmas porch without a Christmas tree, right? So here we go. Here's the porch. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you try out decorating your porch for the holidays, and we'll see you soon.